Good morning. Christine Berg here with Radiant Rebel Coaching. Any fantastic Mr. Westberg.
Hey, involuntary stretch. Sorry. Hi, it's
Stretching
Wes.
it out over there.
Oh, boy, how you doing? Card of the day. That was dramatic. Hey guys, it's card of the day, and let's do it.
Let's do it.
So you're picking.
I'm picking today.
Yeah. Here, pick a card.
Okay.
Any card.
I want this one. Oh, we haven't had this for a while. The Hierophant.
Oh, the Hierophant. Yeah.
Hierophant.
Potato.
Hierophant.
I think it's Hierophant.
Hierophant.
Sure. It's like elephant, but Hiero.
Hiero-elephant.
Right. Hey, Ma. What's going on? Morning, everyone. Hope everything's doing well. It's the Berg household here with card of the day. Today's card, Blam, the Hierophant. Major Arcana card. Number 5 in the series, in the earlier part, where a lot of kind of archetypal, personality / subject types get introduced. I'll spare the gory details on the history of this card and kind of what it was like in previous incarnations of tarot cards back in the day. The important thing here to kind of recognize is this kind of solitary figure and then the two other figures kind of right below, and then these pillars. But again, I'm not going to dork out too much on you. So I'll just say this. Hierophant, and a lot of times in a very kind of broad brushstroke kind of way, and I think it's appropriate, is just, it talks about basically things that you can aspire to for learning and improving yourself. Some people would think of the church right away as kind of a historical tradition. You've got basically higher institutions of learning. So what you're learning could focus on your mental intelligence, your emotional intelligence, your spiritual intelligence. All those different kinds of things can be cultivated and worked with and enhanced through the use of looking at the Hierophant, or kind of approaching the Hierophant. So, it could be school if you're looking to do some more learning. It could be other kinds of things that kind of help you with your emotional intelligence. If you want to study things that are more spiritual, it could be kind of approaching the church. It could be approaching those kinds of things if you want to go with your spiritual kind of acumen in that sense. The whole thing is that you are approaching something that is kind of bigger than you, something that's organized, something that kind of has relevance that you find interesting. You find that it resonates with you, and so you want to go with that. And the whole process that it really is involved with that. If you look at this card, you've got the major figure here that represents the institute itself, and then the kind of two figures right below, the ones that are approaching that institution, that person, and whatever knowledge they may hold. So I guess in a lot of ways, I always look at this as you are the person approaching. Perhaps you are the Pope in this situation, or the not the Pope, but the Hierophant. You are this institution. It could be that as well. I won't put you in a box. So I'm going to summarize here and move forward. If this card resonates with you today, as far as something kind of divinatory-like, you'll have an opportunity to kind of perhaps consider, be influenced by, or approach a higher institution of learning, however that would manifest for you, to kind of further enhance an interest or something that you feel is important. There's that. I'll leave it at that. If it's something that you want to focus on and meditate and kind of think of as guidance overall in a conceptual sense, well, right on. You can think about what those things might be for you, the relevance of those things, and something to consider perhaps as you move forward with your life. Okay, y'all, passing it over.
Good morning. So this card is a little weird for me. I'm trying to not have so much weird light. Okay. So, yeah, the Hierophant. Yes, please. Thank you. So, when I'm reading this card, bye, baby. I'm looking at Rachel Pollack, Tarot for Magical Times, and there's something spotted that I'm just not, ugh. Just because for me, things like she does divinatory meaning and action. So divinatory meaning is tradition, especially religious teachings that give comfort or direction. conformity to traditional ways and acting and teaching, which I have a little conformity problem. Obedience to authority, which is also not my, really in my languaging. Possible marriage. So that I don't have a problem with. And then she has action, find a lesson in traditional teaching, a time to conform. Good morning, Peggy Lee. We are talking about our card of the day, the Hierophant, or Hierophant. Hierophant. Tomato, I guess. And how, for me, it is an interesting card regarding tradition, conformity, and obedience to authority, which is not my nature. So, I'll keep reading. I'm going to read Teresa Reed's The Tarot Coloring Book. So she... Oh no, I lost my other one. Let me grab it quick. So she says, the Hierophant represents spiritual teachings and dogma. What, conform? Exactly. I guess if I'm not being defensive or triggered, then I get it. I get where they're good things. So I'll pull my own stuff out of here. The Hierophant represents spiritual teachings and dogma. He's concerned with upholding the traditions that give meaning to our lives. Like the Emperor, the Hierophant is concerned with rules and order. Decked out in regal clothing like a pope, the Hierophant can symbolize religious rites, such as weddings or a wise teacher, counselor. Oh my goodness. Now I'm reading this, I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm doing other ritual stuff that I can apply this to. Okay. Symbolize religious rites such as wedding or a wise teacher, counselor, or mentor who guides his students towards higher learning, conformity, respect for authority, an orthodox approach all fall under the Hierophant's reign. Follow the path well trod by the wise elders who have gone before you. The rules are in place for a reason. And then notice the symbols. Did you notice me kind of choking on that one? It's coming into me and I'm understanding a little bit better. Like I'm doing some ritual work and stuff like that. So that is the path well trod before me that I will be working. So, symbology, Pope Regalia. His religious gear indicates that he's a religious authority, a bridge between heaven and earth. The hand, this gesture symbolizes a benediction. He's giving his blessing, and we can all use more of those, right? The keys, this represents spiritual knowledge. He's got the keys to the kingdom. That's why those two guys are kneeling before him. They are seekers of spiritual wisdom. So that is me. I am a seeker of spiritual wisdom. That's Peggy Lee. Yeah, me too, in the Angel Intuitive course I'm taking. So get the ritual piece. Fantastic. I love it. So I'm just trying to get my place in our Doreen Virtue Angel cards. Yeah, so I suppose I do love ritual. I do love some orthodox approaches, but it depends on what. I suppose that in the things that I have bad experiences with in the past, I don't. And then in the new things I'm interested in learning now, I do. So it does make sense. So Doreen Virtue calls this card unity. Working in groups enriches you right now. You drew this card because it's time for you to expand your circle of friends or join a group. For example, you may want to enroll in school or become part of a spiritual organization. This is also an optimal time to make friends with supportive new people who have integrity and a strong moral compass. It's also time to question and review any rules, restrictions, or limited beliefs that have been placed around your current situation by you or by others to make sure that they're fair to everyone involved. This can lift any previous blocks to the manifestation of your goals. Additional meanings of this card: experts or mentors, the search for meaning in life, having faith in a group of people, schools, and spiritual institutions. Sandalphon is the archangel who delivers prayers from earth to heaven. Call upon him to increase your faith and your commitment to your dreams and goals. So, think, respect, not conform, Becky says, Mama. That is a beautiful way to put it. That's a beautiful reframe. It is about respect. And I do have respect, because what is, sacred to somebody, I want to honor and respect that sacredness. I guess for me, it's all the years of having some stuff crammed down my throat, or, a lot of shame and guilt. And I'm moving through that and coming into a new place spiritually, and even, I wouldn't say religion, but I'm wading more into the mystery, and I'm being more comfortable in the gray areas, where before I was more firm with boundaries and keeping religiosity at a distance. Now I am less prickly. So that's a beautiful reframe, Becky. That's it for today for me. So I think kind of take the angel and take the tradition and the ritual and the spirituality and the group and finding your maybe spiritual community, finding your spiritual teacher, being, you like the less prickly, Peggy Lee? I have a ooey gooey inner part. I gotta have some prickles on the outside for protection. Okay, so take that out into your day, find your meaning, pick your rituals, and kind of add that sacredness to your day. Find your mentor, be a mentor, and find your people. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.